Welcome to the Incoherent Podcast. Episode 20, boys. You excited?
G'day,
Very
g'day.
excited. How you going?
All right, this way we'll do a bit of a Super Bowl recap, stick into some Super League, NRL trials, do our season preview for the NRL. What he's been up to? I know Zach's at Scone working.
Yeah, I've gone back to work. I went back to work last week, but for a couple of days, and now I'm back into the swing again. Unfortunately,
I was working all weekend, so I didn't get any trials. I got the Super Bowl. What did you think of the Super Bowl? Seahawks,
Conspiracy.
NFL champions. Why is it a conspiracy?
Pat's got robbed
Yeah.
because they did.
Well, I don't think they got robbed.
They were clearly the better team, and the referees were against them.
You were clearly
plain and
not.
simple.
You weren't watching the same game everyone else was, because
No,
what I seen was the
Pat's got robbed.
The Seahawks' defense was very good, and the Pats' defense wasn't so good, and the Seahawks had heaps of space to run down and kick field goals.
Conspiracy.
No. I think you're full of it.
No, it's just like fucking Cowboys getting robbed every year.
Yeah. Right. Wasn't too bad a game. I don't think it was quite spectacular as what I thought it was going to be, but it was a pretty tight game for the majority of it. So, Darnold done really well.
The Pats will be better for it.
Oh, yeah. Drake May will be better for it. He had a lot of pressure on him, so the offensive line were struggling to hold the Seahawks back, and he was just under a lot of pressure. Like, that's the first time that the Pats have been held scoreless for 3 quarters all season. So I think the Seahawks deserved the win. It was just a defensive display, and they capitalised when they could and shut the Pats down in attack.
Mind you, when the Pats scored in that fourth quarter, they went bang, bang, 80 yards, done, dusted in the corner.
Yeah.
They showed that they can still score. They just those first few.
The big positive that I'd take out of it, it's only Drake May's second NFL season, straight from college. So he's definitely going to be their franchise quarterback for a long, long time. He is genuinely the good thing. So if he can get a team to a Super Bowl in his first full season, then I'd imagine what he's going to be like in 5-6 years' time. So I think it'd be someone to watch in the future. And the Pats have had an unbelievable season. I didn't give them much of a chance at the beginning of it, but yeah. But I didn't give the Seahawks much of a chance either.
You didn't give the Pats much of a chance for the last 6 weeks.
No. I did. I said the Pats were up there. I was on the Rams, and I did get one prediction right. Friggin' Stafford got the MVP. So.
Yeah, that's who I picked as well. So did you, Hoover?
Yeah, that's right. I said it first. But what I found is watching most of the NFL games is not much happens until really the last quarter is when touchdowns, field goals, and all that really come into play. Then,
yeah,
pretty much. If you didn't watch the first, second, and third quarter and only watched the fourth quarter, it wouldn't be too bad. You'd still get all the highlights, I reckon.
Yeah. Well, that's generally what happens. That they just go through their procedures and stuff and get down there, take points if they can, but it really comes alive in that fourth quarter. And anything can happen. Like, I remember watching a game, the LA Rams or something, they were getting flogged in the first half by somebody. I think it might have been the Raiders or something. And they just come back and win it in the last second. So it's just one of those things where it's never done till it's done. And, the Seahawks run the clock out, put a few more points on, some interceptions. So I don't think the Pats were really ever in it. I think their defence was just too good. So.
What about the Aussie punter?
Oh, yeah.
I heard the Knights are taking him on board as a kicking coach.
I was going to say, $25 million he gets paid a season.
Yeah, just to kick the ball.
And they worked it out. I think I heard on the radio. I think they worked it out that he's on the field for the whole entire game for less than 6 minutes.
Yeah.
In saying that, I don't understand how NFL players get so worn out.
Yeah.
They're not out there anywhere near as much as other sports.
Yeah, well, league players, AFL players, league players, they're in the collision up, down all the time. That tires you out, as you'd know from playing. And then you've got soccer players, AFL players, they're running long distances over a course of a match. Where an NFL player, it's all explosive. So that's what they're trained to do. They're not trained to do that distance stuff. And
would it be because they're starting and stopping, and then all the cold weathers, most of the games, they start off sunshine, and then 20 minutes later, you can't see nothing because it's just fucking snow everywhere.
Especially in New England.
Yeah.
But that's what it'd be. It's the way that they're conditioned. They're not conditioned to run long distances and for long periods of time. They're only there for those short, sharp executions, and that's what they go through with. So that's what they do game after game.
That's what they do all the time. So that's right. They're conditioned to that. But they do one set, turn a ball over, and they're blowing.
Yeah.
Like,
did you know that they've got a punter just punting the ball and then a kicker to kick the field goals?
Yeah.
So it's not the same person.
No.
I thought it was the same person.
No.
They've done both. And kickoffers and all that.
Used to be.
No, they're all different.
No, I thought it was the same person, but no. I only found that out. Like, mate, that's all he does is just punt. Only.
Yeah, well,
he doesn't do any other kicks.
And gets 25 mil.
Fucking hell.
Back a long time ago when they were starting the NFL and everything, having the offensive and defensive teams wasn't even a thing. They used to just play both ways. But then they brought in the rules where you could set it up to have an offense and a defense. So that's what they did and they went with. And I think it works well. You've got your specialty players that specialise in those positions and stuff, and every play that they do, they're putting 110% into every play. It's not half-assed or anything like that. So it's all predetermined when they've got their plays who they're going to pass to and that. But if they've still got to be able to give the quarterback options if it doesn't work out. So all right, you boys looking forward to the Super League this week? Just kicking off Friday. York Knights, newly promoted to the Super League, up against Hull KR, the premiers.
Let's be honest. How often are you going to get up to watch it?
I can watch replays and stuff. I can watch a little bit of it. I'm not too.
It bores me a little bit. Like,
it does me sometimes too.
I love the NRL.
Yeah.
And it's just something about the Super League. It doesn't excite me anywhere near as much.
No. But if you have a look, last week in the Challenge Cup, Hull KR beat the team 100 and what did I send you? 118 or something?
No, one of them. I seen one of them was 102 to nil.
102 nil.
I hope they put 100 on the Brisbane Broncos. Fuck the Broncos.
I don't think they'll put 100 on the Broncos, but I'm a bit worried about York. They've just been newly promoted, so it'll be worth seeing whether or not they're going to be able to handle that top tier of the Super League. So, because all their things, it comes back to financial stability, and they've got to pass everything. So, yeah, but it'll probably be Winging Warriors, Hull KR, and probably St. Helens, Cattle and Dragons. Probably going to be those top teams, I'd say. So, Lee Leopards might have a push for it, maybe, but no, Lee Leopards, Leeds Rhinos. Yeah, two different places. Teams. Lee are those ones with the stupid jerseys that look like leopards.
Top 4 or 5 don't ever really change in the Super League. my prediction would probably be Hull to be there again against St Helens.
Well, I'm under the impression that Hull's lost a few players, so I'd probably be leaning more towards winging, maybe. Leeds have Brad Arthur as coach now, full time.
Wigan's Wigan's always thereabouts.
Yeah, well, they're proper rugby league. They've got a full on academy. They've had it for over 100 years.
All you really hear about coming out of the Super League is Wigan, St Helens, Hull.
Yeah.
And I think that's why it bores me so much, because that's all it is. It's just those few teams.
Yeah. I support the Warrington Wolves, but sometimes they go all right. They're about a mid-table team, really. So, yeah, they sort of swap and change. Teams will go through a bit of an uprise here and there, but majority of the time it's just the same teams up thereabouts. So, but they're trying to improve it. I still like the idea of doing a European rugby league, but I don't think it's ever going to happen. But yeah. Just say this week that Peter V'landys is trying to send a game to the Middle East.
Yeah, what a fucking hell! He's trying too hard, I think.
It's just a way to grow the game. Lebanon play in the World Cup, but I did see the other day someone said that they should take the Bulldogs over there because all their supporters would be there anyway. But
the worst thing about it is the time zone difference.
I think
let's not get started on the time zone when they come out and tell us that Game 2, State of Origin, next year in New Zealand, going to stay in the same slot, and we're not going to see kick-off till fucking 9:30, 9:45 at night.
They're talking
fucking crock of shit.
Talking a Sunday game too.
I thought that it was going to be a Sunday afternoon game at 4:00.
Yeah, but still, that's still 4:00 for us, but that's still fucking 6:00 over there.
You play it on a Sunday, you lose your whole weekend. You got to have a full bye round.
Oh, true. But that's what they're talking. They're talking of a Sunday. I heard them talking about it.
Probably leave the fucking thing in Australia at State of Origin, New South Wales, fucking Queensland.
Well, see, what they were saying is they're going to have it so they'll have one game in Queensland, one in Sydney, and then one in Victoria. Then the following year it'll be one in Queensland, one in New South Wales, one in Perth, and then so what they'll do is every 4 years they'll go to a different. One of the games will go to a different area. I'm pretty sure that's what they were saying.
New South Wales versus Queensland, plain and simple. It worked for years. You don't change what's not broke.
They're just trying to grow the game financially by taking the bids.
There's plenty of other fucking games.
Yeah, but it's the best. It's the best against the best. Like,
bring back international New Zealand versus Australia Anzac match.
But that's still not that's still not the best of the best.
It is. It's your best Australian side versus your best New Zealand side.
Yeah, I understand that. But what I mean is the best players.
Eden Park.
The best players are all Australian, so the better quality game's always going to be Origin.
It's the best players aren't all Australian now.
No,
because you've got all these players defecting to other teams.
Yeah.
So have that Anzac test, bring it back, have it at Eden Park, leave State of Origin alone.
Yeah. No, I don't think they should be taking it to New Zealand, but they're going to do what they're going to do. I wouldn't be surprised if they end up making that a Vegas game at one stage. So
State of Origin, yeah, but then you're going to have to. What are you going to do there? You're going to have to do the State of Origin before the round kick off.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with the other two games? You can't do State of Origin first round, then wait halfway through the season and do the rest of them.
Yeah. Well, it'd be interesting to see what happens anyway. So, what do you think about the Payne Haas defect into the South.
Good.
Good.
I reckon that's all right. Like, that's very out of the blue, but
I didn't expect it.
It's a good pickup for Souths.
I don't think it's that out of the blue. He was always going.
Yeah,
well, it was the 360.
They said I read somewhere that they said that he was going to 360 no matter what. It was a done deal. It's just that because it didn't work out, he just timed it a bit better than what Lomax did. So I think he was always leaving, but to go to Souths of all places is probably a little bit surprising to me. I thought he would have, I got some more money from the Bears or something like that, but yeah. It'll fit. It'll make Souths a bit of a force next season.
Well, I read that the Broncos they offered him less money, but for a 5-year contract, but less money.
Yeah,
and supposedly his manager said to the Rabbits, if you offer him the same amount of money, he'll convert to use.
Yeah,
that he's on at Brisbane now.
Yeah,
but I think you can nearly lock old Uncle Wayne in.
Yeah, well,
apparently, couple of seasons.
Apparently, he's got clauses in there that if Wayne Bennett's not the coach, he can negotiate with other clubs again. And there's also a clause in there if 360 gets up and running. So,
yeah, the whole 360 thing one's. I think a lot of teams will be keeping a close eye on that one.
I think 360's dead. I don't think it'll get any following now that they've pushed it back.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be too surprised that you don't start seeing Super Rugby clubs throwing money at Payne Haas when he's already said that he's considered going to rugby.
Yeah.
So he's already shown that interest. So
yeah. Well, he's already done everything in rugby league. That's the thing. He can go make more money and travel the world. Or
imagine him being a flanker.
The thing is, I don't think he wants to travel the world. I think he wants to settle up his family.
Yeah.
Because he takes care of all of his brothers and sisters and that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And it brings him back closer to home, like being a Maitland boy. It's not that far down to Redfern, really.
No.
And, the Souths lose, pick up Payne Haas.
Yeah, and the Broncos are losing Adam Reynolds as well. He's retiring. I
did read something that it's still...
up in the air.
Yeah, I read that it's done and he's announced that, but then I read another article saying that it hasn't been finalised yet. He hasn't made up his mind.
He had an interview there the other day after one of the training sessions, and he exactly said that. He goes, it's the thing that I want to do. I want to retire, but I'll just see how things are going with my body and all that.
I think it'll come down to...
He's retiring.
If he gets an early injury, I think he'll announce it that he'll...
Yeah.
So, but I don't know.
Yeah. Have you seen...
Is Madge not made out for the NRL?
Oh, I think he is. I don't think it's got anything to do with Madge.
You look at Souths, and when he was there, he lost some good players. He lost good players at West Tigers. He's gone to Brisbane. Yes, he's won a premiership there, but 3 months after winning the premiership, you're going to lose the best prop in the game.
Yeah.
After also coming out and saying, nah, we've got him signed, he's not going nowhere, he's locked in for years to come.
He's won 2 comps at 2 different clubs. Like, he knows how to get him there. It's just whether or not...
I just don't think he's... he knows what he's doing. I just don't think he's the people person type of coach. State of Origin really suited him because he was there for 10 weeks.
Yeah.
And he could just walk away at the end of it. NRL, he's there for the long haul. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd be happy to have Madge at my club. Then if the players are going to whinge that he works them too hard, well, that's the players' problem. They need to understand that that's their profession. They're supposed to work hard.
Oh, 100%.
He's only getting the most out of them. I think it comes back to the players'
comes
mentality.
into their attitude.
Yeah, well, Craig Bellamy's renowned for pushing his players hard as well.
It's no different to Penrith when they send the boys off to the fucking boot camp for 2 weeks or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I think Madge has just been spoken about a lot more with how hard his sessions can be during preseason. But it very well worked out for him last year because middle of the season, the Broncos were done.
I think
just found another gear.
I think that most of that's a media beat up just to try and get views, to be fair.
But now that Haas is gone, or if he does go, if he doesn't backflip, who do you see replacing him? Like they're gonna have big money to go to the market.
Yeah, they will. I think Tino's looking at staying with Josh Hannay on the Titans. I read something the other day where he sort of backflipped his mind on leaving. He'd be one that I'd probably chase if that was the case, but I'm not really sure.
Something about Big Stefano.
Yeah, it depends whether they're off contract.
Contracts don't mean fuck all. We've worked this out.
I know it doesn't mean fuck all, but
like come November 1 or whenever it is now, June 30, like they can be spoken to by other clubs.
Yeah.
If you want to get out of your contract, away you go.
That's what I sent you the other day that confused you, because I said June 30. It's because we go through the last season, you get to November 30 and all those players are off contract. What I meant by saying that was, they can go off contract on November 1st, but don't announce it until after June 30, because you can cop 6 months out knowing that your player's leaving, but can you, rather than before the season even starts, we know Huss is going to the Rabbitohs, or Dylan Brown's going to the Knights last year, and why can't they push it back to, I don't know why they can't come off contract on June 30 of their last year of their contract, because you've still got 6 months that you can negotiate, send your team. They always say it so that the players have more time to relocate and all of that stuff. Well, why doesn't the NRL hop in and help them relocate?
Why can't their wives relocate them? Like they can go house looking and I mean, they're not going to move all the boxes, but they're all on that much money that they can afford to bring in a removalist. They're not going to move their own houses anyway.
Yeah. No, I understand that, but I think June 30 would be much more sensible. It gives you 6 months. I'm not as worried about players that sign in the middle to the end of the season to go to another club the next season, but before the season's even kicked off, and you already know that your players are going to another club.
Bring in a penalty, like if the club that you signed for, like South releasing over the weekend before Haas had even finished telling all your Broncos players.
I don't think the Rabbitohs released it. It was someone in the media caught on that there was a contract lodged with the NRL to get approval.
But that's what you mean. Like South didn't have to lodge it straight away.
I think they do for the 10-day cooling off period. I think they do have to do it and lodge it straight away. Plus, if they don't lodge it straight away and he changes his mind over that period that they don't lodge it, like you'd be abusing the South's administration for not lodging it as soon as possible. I don't have anything against them lodging it.
Yeah, but what I'm getting at is if South have released it, South should cop a penalty. If Haas's management comes out and announces it, Haas's management cops a fine for it.
Yeah.
Like it should come down to the player being able to announce it on his terms. That lets him tell all his loved ones, which most of them had known before you sign anyway, but you want to be able to tell your teammates and shit like that before it getting released to the media.
Yeah. But
he'd be copping phone calls left, right, and fucking centre right now from all different outlets.
Yeah. Could you cop, though, that from November 30, they can start speaking to other clubs and agents and have the speculation build up, but you can't announce anything or you can't sign anything until June 30? Do you think that fixes the problem?
Well, see, they reckon that David Feeder and Latrell Mick was a major part in him signing with South.
Yeah.
So that's players talking to players.
Yeah.
It's not really,
Well,
it's not really managers and that there.
The Fafita and Haas, they would have played together.
Yeah, they played
briefly
together
at the Broncos before he went to the Titans.
Yeah.
So
and they played in juniors together as well.
Yeah, they were best mates. They were best mates at the Broncos.
But yeah, so obviously that's going to have a big influence.
Yeah.
And that only makes it worse for the rest of the competition because Haas going there could get the best out of Fafita. And we know what Fafita was when he got selected for Origin. One of the best back rowers in the game.
Well, so he could be another David Taylor that when he played for the Souths there, like fucking the wrecking ball there.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. You've been on to any Winter Olympics?
I've been watching some of the downhill skiing and downhill snowboarding and a bit of the ice skating.
Yeah, I've only seen
skating.
Clips. I've been doing clips, mostly on curling. I don't know what it is about a rock sliding across ice, but it's just mesmerising.
Some Sheila getting airlifted. I've seen
on
that.
Was that the one? Was that the 40-year-old that came back and was trying to prove something, and she went down?
Oh, I'm not sure. I didn't see. I just seen.
I know there was one that hit their hand on the flag when they went past it and shattered it.
Yeah, on the first flag, she hit it and broke her hand. It was swallowed up bad.
Yeah, friggin' crazy. I forgot how many cool sports there are in friggin' the Winter Olympics. Like one where you ski and then you shoot and then you ski. That one's pretty cool. I don't know how that ever became a sport, but yeah.
We'll see the Russians. The Russians brought that in.
But they're not even allowed to compete.
Yeah, they were back then, but
yeah.
But see, I think I see
like pig chasing. You run, you shoot, you run, you shoot, you run.
Yeah.
All right, Zach's going to join the Summer Olympics where he runs and shoots and runs and shoots.
No, his body is not made for fucking running anymore.
I know. It's made for rolling.
On the curl, on the fucking little rock getting slid across the ice.
Yeah. You forget to let go of it and just slide down with it. Get down the end there and just fucking knock them all out with your hands.
Sunker, you're dead, man.
Did you see the Aussie the other day actually on the skeleton luge by herself?
Yeah, she fell off and got back on.
Flying down, falls off. Yeah, fucking hell. Like,
yeah, no, that was a bit how you going. I'll give you that. So, yeah. All right. He's ready for NRL preview. Sea Eagles.
Bumper home. The Sea Eagles, they're quite a difficult one.
Well, they've lost DCE.
Yes, they've lost
DCE. Fogarty.
They've picked up probably
Fogarty's a solid player into that team, and then you got Luke Brooks at number 6. Luke Brooks and Fogarty going to work well together. Then you've got Turbo, who you don't know if he's going to be injured or he's not going to be injured. Jake.
Well, he's the captain. Turbo's the captain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've got players in that team calling him a clown. Like they've gone, he's not really suited for a captain position. He's more of the class clown.
Well, I don't know why they wouldn't make Jake captain.
Well, because he gets injured too much as well.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing. Jake gets injured.
Also come out the other day and said he's one head knock away from early retirement.
Have you seen the headgear he's wearing?
He's training with full headgear.
It's the same. It's the same pattern and everything as what the NFL players wear over their helmets.
I was gonna say, like it's huge. Like it's at least 4 or 5 centimeters thick.
And his head's big enough as it is.
Yeah.
The thing with those concussions and with the headgear and that, it probably limits a little bit of impact, but nothing's going to limit your brain from hitting the side of your skull, and that's where you get a concussion from. It's just like putting a boiled egg sprinkle an egg into a container full of water and then shaking it around, you can still crack that egg if you shake it hard enough. And that's all it is. Brain bleeds. But they've lost Lachlan Croker, so they've got to fill that hooker role. And if I'm being quite honest, I think Seabold is the probably coach that's under the most pressure this season. I think he'll be the first one on the chopping block if they don't perform straight out of the gates.
No, I reckon Knights, Holbrook. He'll be the first one. He'll be the first one, I reckon.
They're just stuck with friggin' Adam O'Brien for how long? You think they're going to sack him first go? I don't think so.
Yeah, but you wanted to keep Adam O'Brien until last year, and then you were all for getting rid of him.
No, I didn't Adam O'Brien's coaching skill, but I wasn't blaming him for the Knights' problems.
No. But anyway, back to the Seagulls and back to that halves combination. I don't think that Fogarty and Brooks will be that much different to Fogarty playing with Ethan Strange. I think Brooks has got an all right running game that he'll be able to just do that, and Fogarty will control that team. I think your biggest drama at Manly is going to be whether you keep those two Trbojevic boys fit.
Yeah.
If they stay fit, they win a lot more games. Turbo can win games on his own, but we've seen it in the past. And I think Fogarty getting on the back of that, he'll be able to manage. I've got him down the bottom. I think I've got him in 16th. But
no, you got the Dragons.
So
I got him in 13th. I do.
13th.
Manly. Yep, 13th. I got Manly.
I've got Manly in 15th, not 16th. So, but that's simply because of that new halves pairing and with the two Trbojevic brothers, whether they can stay fit or not.
Yeah. So, I've got them getting the spoon because I think they're going to come out at a slow start. I think Seabold's going to get sacked, and then I think they're going to have injury woes, and they'll just write this year off. Start again next year. So I've got them getting the spoon. Mind you, they could finish higher, but I had them between 15th and 17th. But I think they get the spoon.
We also pretty well, most of Australia thought that the Raiders were going to get the spoon last year.
Yeah, and I thought the Raiders were going to get the spoon last year.
Fogarty put them on their back and controlled that team quite well.
Yeah. But I don't think it's solely based around Fogarty. I think it's going to be a team dynamic type thing. Manly's renowned for board fighting and headlines and all that shit just as much as the West Tigers are. They just seem to get through it a little bit better from time to time. But, yeah, I don't think the Sea Eagles are going to have a very good season. But at the same time, I was one of the ones that had the Raiders as a wooden spoon last year. So these predictions aren't perfect and they're more just a bit of fun, bit of content. So, yeah. All right.
My predictions are pretty perfect. The ladder's going to be pretty spot on to what I'm predicting. Well, let's be fair.
You're so full of yourself. That said, I'm surprised you don't swallow yourself through your asshole. You're that full of yourself.
Jealousy's a curse, motherfucker.
All right. We're on to our teams now. They're going to be biased or completely unbiased. Hey?
Newcastle Knights, let's go. Let's hear it.
Newcastle. 14th?
Yep. They're going to need this season.
The Titans 14th, Hoover.
Yeah, swap them around.
From what?
Knights and Titans, swap them around.
Where's the
Titans can go to 15th.
Knights can go to 15th or Titans?
No, Titans can go to 15th, Knights 14th.
Okay. Where do you have them, Zach?
I've got them finishing 14th.
I've got them finishing 13th.
See? Fucking biased.
One spot outside what you have. One spot.
They were wooden spooners last year and you think they're going to go that high.
Yeah.
They're the biggest movers on the market.
13th is not that high.
Why? Why do you think the Knights are going to...
Because I've got the Tigers, Dragons, Titans and Seagulls below them.
Yeah, but what makes you think that the Knights are going to jump that high? Like, the wooden spooners, they're gaining Dylan Brown.
And Sandon Smith.
They're also losing Piss Paul.
Yeah, well, they've still got Lucas there. They've still got Frizzell.
Who else did they lose? Frizzell's on his way out.
Tell you what,
Kent's
he actually
coming off the bench, isn't he?
Frizzell played really good on the weekend. Yeah. He played good.
Frizzell plays well all the time. Frizzell's just one of them players who just keeps on giving.
But the thing is,
he's going to be missed throughout the whole NRL when he retires, not just at the Knights and the Dragons.
I think they're going to have to worry about head knocks with him, but because he did get a head knock on the weekend as well. He did pass, but yeah, the tackle that he was in that he got a head knock was pretty soft, really, to look at it.
I'm interested in the Knights this week to see how my little mate Fletch goes at one. And
he'll go well.
I got no dramas in Fletch being able to play position, but I'm more interested in how Sandon and Brown go.
Yeah.
Because Fletch can't. We've discussed this many times. Fletch can't go back to the wing.
No, I don't think he can. He's got to be around that ball, and his best position probably would be fullback. But the thing is, he was their best player on the field last year as a 5'8".
He was their best player on the weekend on the field for the Knights. He was.
I think when the Knights signed Dylan Brown, I don't think they expected Fletcher Sharp to be as good as what he was. Otherwise, they'd be looking for another kind of player. I think they've put themselves in a bit of a pickle.
I think this is the last year there's been a lot of speculation, but I think this is the last year we see Kalen Ponga in the red and blue.
Yeah.
I think that's released.
That's why I'm not worried if Kalen does sign somewhere else for the reason that Fletcher Sharp's there. We can fill that hole, and that's extra money to put onto your cap, and you can build a better team around that. But whilst ever Kalen Ponga's there, he needs to be your fullback. He's still the best player on that team.
So would you say keep Kalen Ponga in fullback and they release Fletcher Sharp up?
No, because I believe that Fletch should be in the halves anyway.
But I wouldn't be surprised if you see some teams from Sydney, the Roosters, come looking for Fletcher Sharp.
No, I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be. They chased Armstrong when he was at the Knights as soon as he debuted. To go and play for them, turned him down, ended up in the Super League anyway.
I could see Fletcher Sharp going to the Storm.
Yeah. He'd probably be a really good fit there. He's very
That's exactly right. He could slot into that fullback position there. No dramas for the Storm, I reckon.
But I don't think he goes that far. He not long bought a house in Cessnock. I don't think he's gonna venture too far from
all
home.
That stuff. When players buy houses and stuff, David Clemmer, the weeks before he left from the West Tigers, bought a house at friggin'
but David Clemmer and Fletcher Sharp are completely different people. Fletcher's whole personality, I've known him since he was a little kid. Everything family.
I don't see him wanting to leave the Knights, and I don't see the Knights letting him go.
I don't think he leaves, but I wouldn't be surprised if you start seeing offers from Sydney this year.
Yeah.
No, Kalen's he's still young enough. He's got a few years left.
Yeah.
But Kalen's also injury prone, so if I had my choice between Kalen Ponga and Fletcher Sharp, I'm chasing Fletcher Sharp.
Yeah. I think it's just as much as the Knights baby him as much as it is that he's injury prone. But they hold him back a little bit when he probably could have played.
But if the Knights want to start winning games and being top 8 contenders, they're going to have to let Kalen play.
Yeah.
They've just got to.
Yeah, I know that. But I think Dylan Brown makes a big difference. And it's just going to depend how they set it up, and we won't know until probably halfway through the season what Holbrook's got planned. And I don't think his best spot's to go back to the wing. I don't think he ends up in the centres over Gagai and Best. And that's why I've got him where I do.
I did see Fletcher Hunt playing in the centres this week.
Yeah. They've got a lot more full strength team this week. Dan Gagai has got an injury. They're trying to get him ready for Las Vegas, so that's why Hunt's in there.
The thing is, Dan Gagai, that's no big loss. Really, he's getting a bit long in the tooth, I reckon.
Dan Gagai and Tyson Frizzell are very similar to each other.
But look what the Knights done to Gagai last year. The end of last year there, all the big players were out. They fucking whipped him like a horse. And by the end of the game, he could not fucking walk. He was fucking rooted because they'd put him from wing to centre to fullback into the halves and all that. And I think he's close to pulling the pin.
Adam O'Brien did run out a Queensland jersey for him just to get an extra 5% out.
Yeah.
This will be Gagai's last year.
You reckon this one?
Yeah. The Knights didn't want to sign him. The fans pushed for him to get signed, and he got signed. And this will be his last season.
But
unless he goes to Super League.
Yeah,
there's still a possibility he could go to Super League and have a season.
You were saying the other day about Schiller getting that nod for that centre role. Is he injured this week?
No, he's playing. He's on the bench.
So why isn't he getting the nod over Fletcher Hunt? If that position's been promised to you.
I don't know. They've had a new coach coming in too, so you can easily turn around and say new system.
Fletcher Hunt did play pretty good.
Yeah, no, I don't mind Fletcher Hunt. And I think the more experience he gets, the better he's going to be.
I think
he's come from a little town with 3,000 people in it at Warren.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, the Knights have some good juniors that are coming through. They're starting to bear a little bit of fruit, and it's going to take a couple of more years and players moving around and stuff, and they're going to be a really good team. They're supposed to be a really good halfback coming through. So
you have no room for a really good halfback. You just signed a halfback for 10 years.
Well, you've got 4 of them all fighting for the same spot.
Yeah, but you still need that sort of fight in the club.
You're going to lose him. You're not going to keep this really good young halfback.
Oh no, I know that. That.
Or you're going to lose one of the players you got now.
Yeah, I think this year is going to be more a test of what Holbrook does, and if he brings any difference to the team. I'm happy that they've got Holbrook. I think Holbrook's a really good coach. He done good things with the Titans. I don't know why the Titans let him go. He done good things with St. Helens.
I think it was the results that the Titans let him go with.
Yeah. That's not down to the coach.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
So
yeah.
It'll be interesting.
And to be completely fair, he's not going to get much different results at Newcastle. He might get a few more wins.
He's just got to bring that pride and passion for the jersey back, and it'll probably change everything, because the last game they played last year, there was just no effort whatsoever. It was embarrassing. So, yeah. All right, Zach, you put me on the spot. Do the Cowboys.
Yeah, so off to New Zealand. Let's go, Hoover.
No,
New Zealand?
Cowboys.
Yeah.
Cowboys.
No, we're off to New Zealand.
All right, Hoover, where you got your Warriors finishing?
10th.
10th?
Yeah, I think they're going to struggle the start of the season without Metcalf.
Yeah.
I reckon. Look, they could be 10th. They could be a lot lower because they'll play a good season, shit season, good season, shit season. The Warriors.
Yeah, they're getting a lot more consistent.
They are getting a lot more consistent. They have thought about what they're doing now, and they've got a fair few more leaders that are actually pulling the team together. But yeah, I see them in 10th. I'd say they are in my little bubble of could be the bottom of the 8 and could be out of the bottom of the 8.
Yeah.
The bottom of the top 8. So there's the 6. They're one of the 6 teams that could make it into the 8 that I've got there.
I've got the Warriors finishing 6th.
Yeah, right.
I think they're going to.
You and drugs.
No.
I I've got him in 10th. I think last year was a good season for the Warriors. I don't think they can replicate it. I think they slide.
The thing is that they've got Metcalf's out. They're starting halfback. Chanel Harris is injured, which is one of the fill-in 5'8s. So you got Tanner Boyd there. Tanner Boyd's not a bad halfback, but he does lack in a few areas.
I think Tanner Boyd's very underrated. I think
he is very underrated, but he's very. You can read him in the book exactly what he's going to do. Like Sean Johnson always used to kick to the fucking right corner, high balls to the right corner every time. Tanner Boyd, you can tell exactly where he's going to kick any time.
Yeah.
He's very readable. That's the only thing I don't about Tanner Boyd.
I want to see Cleary get a crack.
He's
this
injured.
Week or next.
Cleary's injured. Yeah, he's injured at the moment.
He's probably not going to get a crack this year unless there's a major fall in injuries in that halves region.
I don't know why they didn't play in the end of last year, really.
I think Jet debuts this year.
I would fucking know.
Whether it be off the bench or covering.
That's the thing. Metcalf's out until round 10, so give him a shot beforehand. Like I think it's going to be too late for him if they don't hook in straight away. It's going to be too late in the season for Metcalf to come back and try and pull them out of the slumps.
Well, I think you're starting halves Boyd and Tamari Martin. Really, they're going to go for experience to get behind that forward pack because he's haven't got a bad forward pack at all.
Oh yeah, I'd put Tamari Martin in there for sure. He is a good player, but they're playing him off the bench. Tamari.
Oh, he can come on 6-7 or slot into that 9 role if really needed to. It's not the best 9, but he can do it.
Well, see, we've got a pretty good 9 with Wade Egan. But the worst thing about him is he's an 80-minute hooker. Yeah, he's prone for head knock. And they've signed another hooker as well.
But yeah, I've got him in 10th. I think they slide out. Yeah. Losing Metcalf. You've got, I don't know.
I think they're going to have a fair season.
Yeah, Barnett, he's back either round 1 or round 2. I say they'll sit him out round 1 just to be safe and bring him back in round 2.
Who's got round 1?
I'm pretty sure it's the Roosters round 1. Then I think it's Manly, then Knights.
Save him for round 3. Return to Energy Australia.
Well, see,
McDonald
I think
Jones.
Hunter Stadium.
Yeah, I think round 2's at home. So
yeah,
and it was already sold out last year. They sold it out.
No, I think they're doing good things at the Warriors, and they're getting more consistent, and I think they'll be better for it. To be honest,
yeah,
some really good players. All right, Zach, where have you got your Cowboys finishing?
Top of the table, I told you.
No, you don't, because I've got it written down.
That's the other Queensland team.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And fuckheads. Well, that could really blow up now. No, I've got the Cowboys finishing 12th.
Yeah, so do I.
I think the Cowboys, I mean, it's just very disappointing season last year. Defense let us down. Watching the trial on the weekend, a lot of young fellas just having a crack. We scored 20-odd points in 20 minutes, and then we also conceded 30 straight points.
Yeah.
Defense is going to be a big thing. Nothing wrong with our attack. Pretty close to a full-strength side this weekend against Penrith.
Yeah.
So, they're going to be working on combinations. Clifford's got the nod. The partner did in this weekend, which is that's what I wanted to see. I don't rate Purdue as a 6.
No, he's back out in the centres.
I think you've either got to play him in the centres, use his speed out there, or quite possibly move him on.
Yeah.
He's not a 6. He doesn't. He's got a worse tackling game than Jonathan Thurston.
Yeah.
So I don't. Yeah. But I think the attack gets them over the line, gets them moving forward. But you were saying about Seabold being the first on the chopping board, but I think it's Peyton. Peyton's under the most pressure to start this season.
Yeah, well, he'd be my second one, but I think Seabold's under a bit more pressure. He's had a superstar team for the last 3 years.
He's also got new combinations at Manly this year. Peyton's got pretty well the same side he's had for the last 3 years.
Except for Mahoney.
But it's very much a similar lose Robbo. Robbo's running game, I think Reid runs possibly a little bit more, but Robbo picks his moments and picks them well.
Yeah.
Reid brings in...
Robson's... He's great in defence. He picks those moments. He gives good service off the deck. I think he's going to be a really big loss.
A different dynamic because it gives another kicking option. He's a lot like Cam Smith. He doesn't mind jumping out and letting that ball go. He's kicked a few 40-20s. What I like most about Marnie is he's going to bring a little bit of mongrel. Like
he's going to be...
He's really not afraid to get in the big boy's face. And reminds me a lot of Mick Ennis.
I think he's going to be driven to prove a point as well.
Yeah. Yeah, he came out in the press conference the other day and said they asked him why he was released, why he was dropped, and his response was, well, when you figure it out, why don't you come and let me know?
Yeah.
So, 18 months ago, he was all the talk. To him and Harry Grant were your two hookers for Queensland. So...
Yeah.
But, 12th. But quite easily could jump and go on a run and make the top 8. Like they're just...
Yeah, I think they could
teams, They could fall from grace and go close to the wooden spoon. I don't think they win the wooden spoon, but...
No, I don't think they get the wooden spoon.
I think to finish 16th.
I think they've got good enough a team, and it's a big enough trip to go to Townsville to play against them that it'll keep them away from the wooden spoon. But
Townsville wasn't we lost more games at Townsville last year than what we won.
Yeah,
and we won more games on the road, which was complete opposite to how it has been in the past. We really struggled coming to Sydney.
Yeah,
but last year Sydney was where we won our games and got all our points.
Yeah,
so
yeah. No, Peyton's definitely under pressure, I think. So, all right, do you want to do a recap of what our ladders look? So
mine looks this.
Yeah, yours keeps changing.
Mine changed because I've dropped Melbourne down.
So, all right, having a look at our ladders, and after we've talked and all that and done this over the last couple of weeks, what are some changes that you are going to make? Or let's say that we can make 3 changes each to the ladder. What changes are you going to make?
Fucking 3.
I have 1. I have Melbourne falling. They finished 6th or 7th.
No, which one is it? 6th or 7th?
6th
and
or
just
7th.
Push the rest of them up.
Yeah, maybe it's 6, 7.
All right, so we'll put Storm at 6.
I'd to drop the Sharks out of my top 8.
You're drunk.
Drop the Sharks out.
You're more drunk than Johnson.
Drop the Sharks out of the top 8, and I'd like to move the Roosters up a bit higher.
What's your reason for dropping the Sharks out? That's what I want to know.
Where are you moving the Sharks to?
I don't know.
Just out of the 8. Fuck the Shire.
Yeah, just out of the 8. I reckon maybe the Sharks to...
Why?
Oh, I don't know, because I can't really shuffle any of the other teams up.
Why do the Sharks fall out?
No, I just don't see them having a good season this year.
You've got
they've had the same team the last couple of years, but they've always been around that same spot. They haven't been improving.
They fell one short of a grand final last year.
Yeah, but still.
And you've got arguably top 3 best hooker in the NRL. Right, he's right up there. He's at him, Robbo, and Grant are your top three.
Yeah.
Then you've got 7 and 6, like Trindle and Hines, both on their day, can win a game on their own.
But that's the thing.
And then Will Kennedy, he's just such a consistent fullback. He's always thereabouts. He's fucking right. Yeah, a couple of defensive lapses, but I don't. Yeah.
The thing is,
put them top 4, pushing.
Their halves don't click. Their halves don't click together. It's either one or the other in the game. They never click together.
That's because Nico Hines needs to go to 6 and play as a running half. And Trindle
I don't know why
they're your organiser.
I'd be much more comfortable if Trindle was 7.
Trindle's, well, they don't even have to wear the numbers, but Trindle's got to be the one pulling the strings.
Yeah,
he's the one. He creates the most, and we've seen at Melbourne that Nico Hines was one of the best running fullbacks in the game. Just happened to be that he had a little bloke called Ryan Pappenhausen that was better.
Yeah.
How far down do you want to move him, or do you want to leave him in 7th?
Can't believe you had him that low to begin with.
Yeah, I don't know. Look, I'll just leave it where they are, but I've got a feeling that they're not going to make the top 8.
All right. Well, I've only got one change as well. I'm probably going to move the Storm down to 5th, and that pushes the Panthers to minor premiers. So, and the Eels into the top 4.
Yeah, well, the Eels probably should be top 4 anyway.
Yeah, well, you've got them 3rd now.
I do now, yeah.
So,
but yeah,
Hoover's got them 11th.
Yeah, I got them 11th.
The whole.
All right, so
top 13 can quite easily fit in top 8.
That's exactly right.
Who's your
top 13 that me and Hoover got selected because the fucking Knights aren't making it?
See, my top 12, I reckon if they could all make the all top 8 contenders, the top 12.
Yeah, well, I'm sort of in the same boat. From 14th, from the Tigers to 1, they could all fit into the 8 there somewhere at some stage. It's only really the Dragons, Titans, and Sea Eagles that I don't see making the 8 at all.
Yeah, we'll see. From 12th to 7th is my bracket. Is the ones that I got in the bracket around from 12th to 7th, where I reckon any of those teams could drop out and come in. Really.
Yeah. Who have you boys? Who's your pick for Daly M? Welsh is also mine.
I haven't thought that fucking far ahead. I'm going to say Tedesco.
No, could happen. Who have you boys got as your dark horse for the season that could surprise everybody? Cowboys are your dark horse?
They really can. They're that team that can surprise everyone. Yeah. After round 8 last year, sitting in 5th and could have quite easily been 1st.
Yeah, I've got the Dolphins. I think they finished off strong last year, and if they put themselves in a better position, and they could do anything really. I think they could damage a top 8 if they were in it. Rabbitohs? That's probably fair enough. You do know they don't get Haas till next year, right?
Yeah, no, I understand.
Look, yeah. The true dark horse would probably be Parramatta.
Yeah. Yep.
I think after last year's efforts, I think the back end of last year, Parramatta clicked, and I think Jonah Pezzett coming in is going to... He could quite easily very much release Mitch Moses, and Parramatta's going to be kicking themselves that they never signed him long term.
Yeah, well, I think there's more involved in the signing than...
Oh, 100%. There's more involved. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he signed with Brisbane prior.
It's just it's a very strange thing that they'd sign him for one season in an important position, knowing that he's going to another club the year after. It just doesn't, yeah.
That's the thing. Fucking Pezzett going to Brisbane with all the good players, the next minute Hass's see you later.
Yeah. Yeah. Who do you reckon is the coach under the most pressure? Like I said, I think it's Seabold. Payton.
Who's the Dragons coach?
Flanagan.
Yeah, Flanagan.
You think Flanagan's under the most pressure?
He's under pressure every year because he keeps keeps picking his son.
Yeah.
Well, he's playing at 6 this week, so.
Yeah.
That whole Brisbane with Pezzett, that could be the whole new halves pairing.
Yeah.
Reynolds retires. He's probably going to retire too.
Oh, well, they've still got Mem there.
Yeah, no, I can see him going.
I see Ezra Mam going Parramatta.
Yeah, me and you were talking about this the other day.
All right.
Yeah, I can see that being announced this year. Parramatta have signed Ezra Mam.
Yeah. All right, do you just want to skip trivia?
Yeah.
We're not a trivia podcast.
I know we're not, but I find it fun. All right. Well, that's about it for sport. You got anything else this week you want to talk about? Oh, the NFL teams coming to Melbourne got announced the other day. 100,000 people on a waiting list for tickets.
Yeah.
San Fran and the Rams.
Yeah.
Why in Melbourne?
Because they paid the most for it and because they've got the most capacity as well.
Melbourne.
It's going to be pretty shit because an NFL field's smaller than an NRL field. And they already have dramas watching the State of Origin at the MCG, let alone trying to watch fucking...
Yeah, but I suppose they've probably done that too because of all the size of the teams. At least they'll be fit on the sideline.
No, because when they go to Vegas, the field's smaller anyway. So once you put it into one of a rugby league stadium, let's say if you put it into
Cessnock.
No, not Cessnock. if you put it into friggin' the one at Parramatta,
Bank West.
Yeah, the field's going to be smaller to be able to accommodate those people being on the sidelines.
Yeah, righto.
So, what I mean, there'd be plenty of room. It wouldn't be that. It'd be literally just for capacity. Melbourne probably paid the most to bring it there. They've signed it for the next 5 years. But I'm kind of impressed because that's a really good game, the Rams and 49ers. That's going to be a really good game. So you've got two of the better quarterbacks.
What I don't understand is we're sending 4 teams over.
Because it's got nothing to do with the NRL.
Yeah, I know, but the NRL, the Australian government could have been asking for a second game.
Yeah, I don't think they'll give them a second game because the rest of the countries that get the other games, they only get one. And the Rams are the ones that they own the rights to merchandising and stuff in Australia. That's why the Rams are coming, and we've always known that it was the Rams because they've got the contract for that. They didn't know who they were playing against. I thought it was going to be the Seahawks, but ends up it's going to be the 49ers. So, yeah, they're just sending one game. It's just to try and grow their game and stuff. People are going to take interest in it. Like I said, there's 100,000 people on a waiting list to get an email that they can buy tickets or when they can buy tickets. So it's going to be very hard to get a ticket. Well, I will be too. But, yeah. And it's probably going to be around September sometime that they'll come. So, yeah. There's still a lot to be announced for it yet. So I'll be keeping an eye on it. It went a bit quiet there for a bit, but it's getting traction. It's definitely happening. So, and it's whether or not it's going to be played on a Friday, Thursday. Some say it's going to be played on the Friday afternoon because it suits well with their Thursday night football. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens anyway. So, I think they played London every year. They do friggin' Spain, Mexico. They do a lot of it. So,
tell you what though, Friday Arvo.
All right, boys.
Bad. Friday Arvo would be good in Melbourne, followed by a night on the beers, and then golf on Saturday. Fly home Sunday.
No, that'd be actually pretty good. So, who's going to book the hotel?
Fuck Melbourne.
You're not coming?
No, I'm not coming to Melbourne. It's a fucking cunt of a town. I hate it.
Not even to watch NFL?
No, I'll stay at home. I'll look out for you on the TV.
Johnson's going to be the streaker.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Did you see the other day at the Super Bowl? He got tackled by a fucking player.
Yeah.
Yeah. But how many times in your life are you going to say that you were on TV?
Me, a few times.
Yeah, but how many of them are remembered by everyone else?
Well, tell me if you're going to do it, and I'll bet on a streaker running out on the field and getting
Correct.
tackled 5 steps
How
on
much was
the
that
field.
paying the other day?
Oh,
Something
fucking
ridiculous.
yeah!
Yeah, it was something ridiculous because they said on the radio that friggin'
He made a
just go put a
fortune.
bet on it and then just go do it yourself and get the payout.
That's what you do. Yeah, you fucking. A lot of people do that where because I think you get fined $5,000, $10,000 or something like
Yeah,
that.
but you was going to make 100 grand on it.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Fucking oath.
If we went over there and done it, it'd be like you're banned or whatever, and it's like, so I don't even live here.
Trump would probably put you in fucking some dungeon.
It would be a bit scarier doing it in America, though. They'd probably fucking snipe you or something.
I think the worst thing doing it over here, you don't even just get banned from that code. I think you're banned completely from the stadium.
Yeah.
All codes.
Yeah.
So, and that being the worst thing over here because all codes play at the same stadiums.
Yeah. It'll be interesting. You just want to do your bet?
2 seconds. I looked at AFL State of Origin.
When's that get played this week?
This weekend, yep. That's Western Australia versus Victoria. I've tipped Victoria.
Yeah.
And then Did anyone look at the Maoris in the All-Stars game?
That's not until the week after.
Is it?
Yeah. It's not this
15th.
week.
Right. Well, I'm going to go... It's this weekend.
It is this weekend.
Yeah, that's Saturday. That's fucking Sunday. Yeah, it's Sunday. It's 3:30 kickoff on Sunday.
3:45.
Oh, well, there you go.
No, I'm not doing the All-Stars.
Well, I'll tip the Maoris in that.
All right. I'm going to go Warrington Wolves over St. Helens. Winging Warriors to beat Castleford Tigers.
North Queensland Cowboys beat Penrith Panthers.
Can you bet on that?
Yeah. You can bet. You go into the NRL, and then you got to go across to the Wizard fucking ones. They haven't got all the trials on them.
And the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs to beat the Newcastle Knights.
Yeah, they haven't got all the trials of the weekend because they haven't got none of the Warriors trials there.
Yeah, they have.
Who do you have here?
Yeah, the Warriors play. They're $1.17. Warwick Manly's $4.90.
I didn't see that.
You got to go into rugby league.
Oh well, there you go. So I had the Maoris All Stars and the Victorian, because that's the State of Origin. I didn't know they played a State of Origin.
It's a new concept. They haven't played for a while.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think you was on the podcast when I was talking about it.
Yeah, it's been around since 1956.
Yeah, they used to have one.
Yeah.
And then they got rid of it because players just didn't play in it. So, but they're trying to relaunch it.
Yeah, so Western Australia versus Victoria. How
do you feel about Sunday's 6 o'clock game?
For who?
It's Parramatta and Sharks this weekend, but I don't mind the time slot.
I haven't really looked at any of the teams. And it's not... The 6 o'clock on a Sunday...
Yeah.
That's pretty...
You
that's weird.
All Stars play and then... Sharks.
That's a bit of a weird one. Been that late on a Sunday afternoon.
But I reckon
usually at the start of the season during daylight savings, they have a 7 o'clock game every year, until daylight savings finishes.
I think
on a Sunday.
That's going to be the time slot we'll see. I don't think they're going to bring Monday night footy back. I think it's going to be Sunday 6 o'clock.
Yeah, play 3 games on Sunday.
Yeah, so the opening's there for it. I think it's when they bring in the.
Get rid of the Thursday night game. 2 Fridays, 3 Saturdays, 3 Sundays.
Can't. You got to have Thursday.
Does that work out?
There's another extra.
Well, there you go. There you go. Keep the Thursdays.
And then when they do the 20th team, there'll be another game again. You got to find accommodation.
Yeah. Well, I think that's when they'll go to Monday.
Yeah.
I think that's when they'll go to Monday nights.
Yeah, and they'll keep the Thursday night.
But yeah, I think it's going to be 3 Saturday, 3 Sunday from next year.
Well, Brisbane don't have to worry because they'll be getting all fucking Friday night games anyway.
Or Thursday.
Yeah, so they don't have to worry about turnarounds.
No. What games you been playing this week?
I haven't been playing much. I only got onto it there the other day. I played that Jurassic Park one.
Yeah.
Shit.
No,
I don't like it. I thought it was the one where you're the actual dinosaur and go around and eat people and all that.
No, that's a completely different game.
Yeah, well, that's the one that I was looking for.
I think it's Dinosaur Survival or something.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Jurassic Park, don't like it. I played the Undisputed.
Yeah.
Look, I could probably get into it, but at the moment, I'm not that interested in it at the moment.
Yeah.
I don't, because I just done the training camp to start off with. Yeah, I don't really the controls that much. Like,
yeah. Well, it takes a little bit to get used to, but it's not. I'll probably download it after this. I've downloaded Subnautica, Sub-Zero the other day. I was playing a little bit of that after work, and I was playing a bit of Skyrim today. So, just playing some old games, I suppose. You been up to, Zach? Just Ark all weekend?
I did play a bit of Ark, but I didn't play heaps this week, so they're getting ready to go away for work again.
Yeah.
Been doing a fair bit of computer work and paperwork, sorting contracts out, so just landed another couple of big ones.
Yeah.
Works, pretty well really taken off. I just put on my first couple of workers, so...
Yeah. I've been watching heaps of stuff on Crimson Desert. I'm actually really excited about that. Probably going to pre-order it. It looks really good. If you're into that sort of thing, I think that's why I've been playing Skyrim. So, yeah. All right, you just got anything else this week?
What we didn't talk about was Bellyache re-signing.
Yes. Yeah, Craig Bellamy has re-signed.
It's kind of a big signing, really, considering buying the house back up in Brizzy and all the talk was he was going home.
Yeah.
So
I think that when he does finish up, I don't think he's done with the Storm. I think he goes into that head of football sort of role, and then he can come down part-time sort of thing and work from home and probably help the next coach through. Whether this next 2 years is one of his coaches just grooming him to take over, I'm not sure, but Bellamy does this every time his contract's up. He ums and ahs about it, says, oh, probably not, and then he signs anyway. So I think he just loves it too much and doesn't want to walk away for him if he doesn't really need to, I suppose. So
other big coaching news is Smith going to Brisbane.
Yeah, well, we talked about that last week. They reckon that he's going there to replace Bellamy, but that's what I mean. I don't understand why he'd go to the Broncos.
Yeah.
You'd think he'd just go to the Storm. You
think Brisbane are going to slip him a boot contract and hopefully he gets back out in the paddock? They're running low on players by the end of this year where they need number 9.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think he's done. But there's also Slater.
I think Slater goes to Melbourne.
I think Slater takes that head coaching role more than Cameron Smith. So,
I've said for a couple of years now that he's doing that job at Queensland, and yes, he's got his horse farm and everything, but I think he goes to Melbourne. I think he's Bellamy's replacement.
Queensland haven't re-signed him past this season, so it could be writing on the wall. He might end up in Melbourne as an assistant and take over from Bellamy, but wait and see what happens.
Whether he wants to go back down there as well.
I'd say he would. I'd say he'd love that.
Settled on his farm. Plenty of other coaching gigs that could be available this year for keep him closer to home.
The Cowboys are. Yeah.
I'd take him, and I'd probably give him a boot contract to get him back out there.
Yeah. All right. Oh, well, that's it from me anyway. I'll talk to you next week, I suppose. But yeah, subscribe to the page where you get your podcast from and try and drive some numbers up and see how we go.
We'll be the Cowboys.
Yeah. All right. All sports starting up now, so we'll have a bit to talk about. See yous.
See you later.
Hooroo from the...
Bye.
Thank you for joining Zach Hoover and I on the Incoherent Podcast. If you'd like to follow us on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts from, also head over to our Facebook page and follow us there. We're also on Instagram, the Incoherent Podcast. Thank you. Bye.